we're gonna do a little pouch. I'm gonna do a watermelon and she's gonna do
a kiwi. So you're gonna need any kind of colored pouch that's gonna be your fruit's color. And there's different ways to do every kind of fruit, but we just picked the simple ones. And you're gonna need some green ribbon for both, since they both are gonna be using them. A white Sharpie marker, whichever you can find, like a black Sharpie, and some scissors. And if you want, you could use a stapler or glue gun, your choice. But we're gonna be using both of them, and we're gonna be lighting this.
Okay, so first of all, you can have something any circular shape. Then just put it right here, close to the edge where the zipper is. Mark it if you want to, or just leave it right here, and then cut it like the same size of it.
And I already made one before this, and and I'm just gonna be cutting it with it, but I'm gonna be waiting.
Okay, as you can see here, I already have a circular shape right here, but since it's still open, then I have to staple it. So, or you could just glue it down. Depends what's better for you. Right now, it's mostly the same thing for the kiwi and watermelon. But then,
I'm a slow cutter. And you have to make sure it's like even, so you can't have it cut all the way and then it ends up on like the middle part of the zipper, because then you're going to need to cut the zipper, and then like how you're going to be doing it. So it has to be finishing on the ends of both sides of the zipper, or else this won't work. And I already have mine, and you also are going to need to like be really good eyes, because we don't have that much time, but we're going to be doing this really fast.
well, hers is much easier because, as you see, she only has to do like a few lines, and then just dots everywhere. For mine, you have to do a few types of white lines around, but not too much, because then it isn't gonna look too much as a watermelon. After that, you have to have the Sharpie with you, so then you can actually do the seeds, like hers right now. So you need like a ribbon, any type. I used a green one here. You gotta make sure that it's the right length, or you can just grab it like here, like I'm doing right now. Start it from one edge, not to the zipper, just close to it, like right here, starting the pink part. Then you can just go around it. It's your choice if you want to just bend it like half and then put it around, or you could do two ways, like here, do the whole thing in the front and then in the back. But it's your choice. So whichever is easier for you. Okay, so right now, as you see, the glue gun is ready. You have to be quick because the glue gun always dries off real quick. Be careful though, because it's really hot and then it's super sticky.
Now we're like stirring it out before you put the glue, because then once you like apply it on, it can like all crumble up, and then you just have like a messed up ribbon on it. And there's two different ways to actually apply the ribbon for the sides. So she puts one whole ribbon on the side. When I tried it, I just folded it in half and I put it along the side, which could be a little bit more difficult, but it doesn't waste that much ribbon. And since we were in such a hurry, so we just split that.
But right now, you see, right now, I'm just doing it real quick. The staple is getting covered by the ribbon, so then it doesn't really show this little piece of staple. staples, so then it doesn't look really ugly. But right now, then after this, you can decorate it. It may be tricky if you haven't used a glue gun before. I have, so it's okay with me. But you maybe need an adult around just to be sure.
Okay, this is good.
Right now you see that Karen actually measured hers. I didn't, but it still works any other way. Because then when you're finished with this part, then you can just cut it right here, like bend it or mark it, then just.
And some pieces of the ribbon, this is like a stretchy type. They have this line in the middle, which will actually help you when you fold it on the side. And I'm actually gonna try doing it because I don't have that much of this type, and it's just gonna look all awkward with two pieces of ribbon. So I'm gonna try doing it how I did it at home. And you also have to be quick, as how Angie said, because then it dries up and then it's beautiful.
Okay, so I'm not going to do the back because it's going to take much longer. Now with this, it's like chalk marker, but this one is painters. Depends which one you want to use. Okay, so now you have to do like one line right here. So let me show you. Like one right here, then one in the middle. Another one right here. Depends if you want to use more. But I'm just going to use 3 lines. After that, you cannot use that many seeds because then it'll just look a bit too much. It's not going to look too realistic, but still. Too much seeds is way too enough for a watermelon. So I'm just going to use like 6 of them. Like, for example, one in the middle. This is right here. One in an edge and the other one in another edge. This, you can do a bit more, like put it right to the side here and here, like close to the line, white lines.
But the kiwi, the drawing is it looks really simple, but you're gonna need the harder part. What I did is like I drew sort of like a T, and then I drew more lines in between of it. But it could be really difficult because then you think it doesn't look equal or it doesn't look like a kiwi actually, but the dots actually help it. But what I did is, since I just opened it, this tip of marker, you have to shake it until the paint comes to the tip. So it kept on that showing until I had to do it over and over again. But you could also do just a white Sharpie because it already has it on the white. It already has white on the tip. And also, if you're going to be doing it the way I am, I would be just doing it like this, but it has one side sticking out. That way you can do the other side later. And I'm just going to be doing the front part for now, and then I'll be doing the back side different times.
Okay, so right now I'm finished with the front. You can always just look at the back and then you see the same lines. You can just put it right where it is on the other side. Just copy it, or you can put it somewhere else. So then after that, you can just put anything you want, not just too much, because the staples are still holding on. The glue gun apparently is actually dry. And then you can always, just use it for anything else. Like I have one right here at school. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain the kiwi. So apparently you have to use like, not too close, but a bit close, so then it doesn't show, it's just like a moon.
And if you have too much of the ribbon, if you have too much of it, you just cut it right under the zipper. Because then if you do a little bit of it, then it won't be matching equally. So I'm going to be cutting it.
It was our decision to do the glue gun, but it is a bit dangerous. just to let you know because
Learn it all help you. Okay, so I'm done with this side, and if you can see right now, there's still some sticking out, so you can fold it, and then you just glue the other side, but since we don't have much time, I'm just going to leave it like this. And my tip, if you're going to be drawing this, shake it a little, I would be drawing like this sort of T. So I would be drawing like this sort of T, then I would be drawing more lines over here. And then I would just be going like if I was coloring, but shorter. And that's when you could do the dots. And the dots are actually make it look more like a kiwi. But if you do the lines way too short, it won't be looking that much like a kiwi. But if you actually do it way too short, you could just draw on the line again, like on the bottom, and you just drag it down a little bit more. And that will help it.
but don't put too many. So that's what you're saying. Because once you get it, if you have too many, then it's not even gonna look good. And not too many seeds.
Like I said, I'm just gonna be so, and then you just can like color it, but I'd rather be doing like these lines. And it's not showing that much, because you have to shake this type of marker. So I'm just gonna do it really fast. Okay, so that's like a really fast way, but it doesn't show that much, so you would have to trace it again and again, and it wouldn't show.
Depends how you use it. Depends which marker you use. Because this one you have to, doesn't really show passive things like this.
And I'm gonna do the dots more under, since I won't be like drawing it a little bit longer, since to me it looks shorter right now. And I'm just gonna be doing it, and I would also add some like, not all the way high in the middle, but sort of like right there. And not too many dots either, because then it look like it. But that's basically how you.
So this is how you do a watermelon, and that's how you do a kiwi.
And you just repeat the same thing on the other side.